Here's a look at an illusionist in practice. See that? He slipped his hand out of the cuffs before he opened it. Look out, David Copperfield. The Cody Cubs at the Powell Pioneers in a non-division game. Top of the first, Hayden Crago pitching for Powell, and that was the first of many victims as that ball clipped the corner of the plate for strike 3. On this next highlight, he would help out his own defense. Crago to Frankie Vo to Matt Brown for a 1-6-3 double play. That took care of that problem, and now the home team can start swinging the metal. Bottom of the first, Vo now batting, and he's going the opposite way and deep. Not quite out of here, but deep enough to the wall, and that would result in a double. Plus, it would score the first run of the game as Corey Haney scores to make it 1-0. Later, it's Gage Henderson with 2 runners in scoring position. This single will get one of them in. Crago heads to the plate to make it 2-0. Then a wild pitch would get Vo in, so the Pioneers would eventually go up 3-0. Still in the bottom of the first, this should be a routine ground out to third, but the throw to first was anything but routine. That's an error. Henderson completes his trip around the bags, and now the score is 4-0. Top of the second, Crago still pitching. Next. This was the championship game of the heavy metal tournament, and it was only a 7-inning affair, so that's why it does not count as a division game. Cody would slowly get something going, though. Runners on the corners. The throw to second was just a split second late, and the double steal worked. Cameron Myers races in to touch the plate, and now the visitors trail 4-1. Next batter, here comes a weather update. Expect breezy conditions. Crago's not even the number 1 pitcher for the home team, but he had a pretty good game in this one. Bottom of the second, Powell is up 5-1 after a collection of Cub miscues. Then a communication breakdown happened on this play as that ball's going into the outfield. Haney will cash in on the error, and Crago's not far behind him. That would give the Pioneers a 7-1 advantage. Same inning, Matt Brown will hit into the fielder's choice, and all that could be done was get the out at first, but it brought in Vo to put his team up 8-1. The next batter is Jared Wantaluk. He'll put the ball in play and get a single for his efforts, plus an RBI in the form of Grady Sanders. The home team is up comfortably, 9-1 at this point. Top of the third, Crago's still on the mound and setting them down. Both teams were holding back a little bit because their next game was against each other again, but that is a division game. Bottom of the third, Kevin Page pitching in relief for Cody, and they probably should have brought him in sooner. At least he stopped most of the bleeding, but he needed some run support. Top of the fourth, it was all Crago, and he had 3 things to say. The first was sit down. Next batter, go away. Next batter, have a nice day. A complete game, 7 innings with 8 punch-outs. That makes for one really good day at the office. Bottom of the fourth, Page did not quite have as many cute phrases to say, but he had his moments. Big things come in small packages sometimes. Moving on, at times Cody was their own worst enemy, especially on the throws to second base. That ball will get away, and that's a green light for Sanders to head home and score another run. Now it's a 10-1 contest. Powell had their chances to put the mercy roll in this one, but they could not quite close the deal. Top of the sixth, the Cubs offense finally showed up. Myers will get things going with this single to left. That will net him a ribby in the form of Cat McClure, and now it's 10-2. A couple of batters later, Brent Bray will go the opposite way with the bases loaded, and that would produce results. Walker Williams will score, and Myers will take his chances, and they paid off. The visitors have plated 3 so far with no outs, and now they trail 10-4, good buddy. But one double play can zap the momentum in a heartbeat. Matt Sweet snags that liner at second for 1, and then the runner at third strayed too far from the bag, and he'll get doubled up by Sanders. Fast thinking provided good results, and Powell needed that one. Top of the seventh, one good double play is deserving of another. Crago hardly had to move for that one, and Brown quickly got in position to double up the runner at first, as the Pioneers would go on to win their own tournament, downing their arch rival 10-4.